Hello everyone, I'm really happy to share with you my album that I completed. This was a wonderful gift that I received from Amy, my teddy boo. Hi Amy, thank you so much again for everything. I enjoyed every minute creating this album and I can't thank you enough. Amy designs these really gorgeous albums with AccuCut Custom Shape Pros, and I'll put her links down below, so be sure to check them out. And this is one of them that she designed, which is the carriage, and I love it. It's gorgeous. It has a lot of space to add large photos, and you can embellish so much on these pages. And again, Amy, I can't thank you enough. So let me share with you what I did here. I made this album for my daughter Ariana. She's taking her senior pictures next month, and she's really excited, and I wanted to make something special for her. So I'm going to order some extra pictures just for this album, so it's something for her that she can keep and remember her special day by. So again, Amy, thank you for everything. So let me share with you. I'm going to take the pages apart. It'll probably be easier for me to share this with you. So let me just show you first. As you can see here, it's very chunky, and I love it. Lots of dimension to it. But let me take it apart. You can see I bind it with a 1-inch binding ring, and then I add some of this gorgeous Webster's trim, and this was a beautiful heart embellishment that Amy had sent. So let me take it apart here. It'd probably be easier for me to show you. So let me set that to the side here. Okay, so here's the cover. And I incorporated a lot of Karla's embellishments. So thank you so much, Karla, and I'll put Karla's Etsy information down below as well. So on the cover, I just stressed it with some vintage photo, and I layered some of this Hobby Lobby trim on top, and along with Karla's flower trim. Amy had sent this gorgeous dress form, and I just dressed the edges with the vintage photo and add some of this beautiful pearl for the necklace. And all the pages I add the white extra large eyelet. Here's Karla's gorgeous flower sprays. I love these leaves and these iridescent sprays, really pretty. And then I incorporated some of Iron Rose's flowers that I sprayed with scintillating silver. These are the individual petals that I just layered. And then I add the Juliana Shabby Chic porcelain flowers in the center. This is a gorgeous Saw Crafters flower trim. I love it because it's large. And then Amy sent a pack of these really pretty embellishments, so I put that in the center. I layered some design paper underneath and some more of the Hobby Lobby trim. I cut out the sentiment from the design paper, add some pop dots underneath, and add some stickles. Here I add some of the trim on the wheels of the carriage, and then place these cute little embellishments on the center. I place a pearl for the door, and I add some stickles down here, and then this is some trim that I had from my stash, and then this is a gorgeous Webster's Pages heart trim. And then over here you can see I cut out some of the butterflies from the design paper, and I did that to a lot of the pages because I really love the butterflies. And I add some stickles in the center of all the butterflies. And here's Karla's flower trim here, embellishment right here. And I love this. I took one of, two of the Iron Rose's rose leaves, which were originally white. Then I sprayed it with the Lindy Stamp Gang Seagrass Green. I took my Crafters Workshop ledger template, and I used my modeling paste. And you can see that. And I love the way it looks. It gives the leaf a lot of dimension, and it just turned out really pretty. So that's my new favorite thing to do with my leaves. So that's the cover. Really enjoyed making the cover. And here's the first page here. So what I did to this page was I layered a doily on the back, and I took some of the design paper, just dressed the edges. You can see here I layered some rosette trim, some Hobby Lobby trim, and then the Webster's Pages trim. Again, I used one of the Crafters Workshop's templates in the modeling paste. So I put some here as well. I add some of Karla's butterflies. This is another one of those gorgeous embellishments. So I put that there, and then I use one of the Recollections embellishments here in the corner. This is using my Memory Box Madison window shutter die. This is in the small. I didn't glue it all the way so I could slide her photo inside. And then I add a pocket here because I placed a journaling card from Webster's Pages, so Ariana could put the date that she took her photo, and then just place it in here. Then I add some Recollections bling, and then you can see here I add some individual little pearls on the pages, well, on the page. So that's that page, okay? And then here's the next page. Again, I add some design paper on top. This is using a 6x6 paper. Distress the edges with the distressing tool. I add an MFT banner on top, so I use the banner die. It's actually this size, and then I had to trim this size to layer on top. I add some pearls, some I Am Roses flowers and crochet flower. I cut out these butterflies from, birds from the design paper. And these are some leaves I use using my Martha Stewart punch. Add some Webster's Pages trim right here. And I add Karla's flower right here. And again, the butterflies. You can see here I use, again, the modeling paste with one of my templates. This is, again, that ledger template. I love it. And down below here I add some of this Karla's trim and the Webster's Pages trim and then Karla's flower trim. And then here's some more of Karla's little flowers here. And I cut out this dress. It's supposed to be a wedding dress, but I look at it like a princess dress. And then I add some stickles down here, some more of the butterflies, some I Am Roses flowers, and some leaves. And this time I put stickles on these leaves. And then here's another one of the flower Webster's Pages embellishments. And then I took some twine and just tied a bow. So that's that page. And then the back of that page, I love this trim. This trim is so gorgeous. So thank you again, Amy. So I layered some paper, design paper, which I distressed the edges. Again, I used that template with the modeling paste. I love it. I love the way it looks. I add some of this Recollections felt trim, and then here's some more Recollections bling. Again, some more of those butterflies, the I Am Roses flowers, and then I love these. These are by Dusty Attic, and I got these in the new Stamp Gang. These are actually Cameo, the ribbon slides, but I use it more like a frame. And then I just paint it with some vintage white and distress it with a vintage photo, and then add a cameo on top of that. And then I use my Martha Stewart butterfly punch to create the butterflies. I always do it in threes. And here's a cherry blossom. Add some stickles on there, and then some more of that heart trim. So that is that page. And then on this page here, I add a larger doily, and then I use my Spellbinder's circle die. And then this is using my MFT flourish die. And then add another Saw Crafter's trim and some I Am Roses flowers. You can see I add a pearl, and I just squeezed some stickles all the way around the pearl. Some more butterflies. And these leaves, I stamped a script on it and then add some stickles on top. And then some more I Am Roses. These are some Saw Crafters ribbon buckles and pearls. And then I add a pearl for the door. And this is those Recollections corners embellishments. So I just kind of made it into a window. And then some Webster's Pages trim, some Recollections pearls, and then Karla's little bird. Oh, and then I layered some Webster's Pages trim underneath there as well. Oh, and here I cut this dress form from the design paper. You can see that. Okay, so that's that page. And then the back of that, kept it pretty simple. I just put the carriage. I add some flower trim on the wheels, and then these are Bev's ribbon buckles, and then some Saw Crafters pearls. I add some seam binding that I sprayed with the Lindy Stamp Gang Saltwater Taffy, and then another Webster's Pages heart, some more Hobby Lobby trim, and then Karla's trim. Because I want to put her picture right here, so I wanted to leave a space. Okay, so that's that page. And then on this page, I layered again some design paper, added doily right here, and this is using the larger memory box shutter window die. And then this is Webster's Pages flower. These are some trim that I got. I believe I got this from Kelly. And then here are some I'm Rose's flowers and some more of those leaves with the modeling paste, and some more of Karla's leaf trim. And then the back of that, I layered some more trim here and add some design paper. Another one of Saw Crafters flowers, and again I love these. These are just so gorgeous. And then I put again 3 of these flowers down here, and some more of Karla's beautiful sprays. And then I use my Martha Stewart leaf punch. See here, and I add some down here as well. Okay, so that was that page. And then the last page I left simple. Ariana really loved the picture of this carriage, and she didn't want me to do anything to this page. So I left it blank, and then the back, again, it's just simple. I just need to sign the back. So that is my album. Again, Amy, thank you so very much for everything. Your die is just simply gorgeous, and I enjoyed every minute creating each and every one of these pages. And I'm really happy because Ariana loves it, and I can't wait to fill her pictures in. As soon as I get her pictures, I will definitely share it with all of you. If not in a video, I will definitely post it on my Facebook. So I'll put my Facebook link down below if you want to follow me on Facebook. So thank you again so much for everything, and thank you everyone for watching. Bye.